Come in.
Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Hufford's here to see you. Hello, Mr. Rodriguez. It's nice to finally meet you.
You too. How you doing, Mr. Hufford?
I'm doing great, enjoying this wonderful spring weather Southern Florida has to offer.
Yeah, today's turned out to be a beautiful day, for sure. Perfect weather for a baseball game.
It sure is. Are we still planning on seeing the Rays-Yankees game later on this evening?
I still have room in my schedule if you're willing to stay in Tampa area. I am a little nervous about the Yankees' performance with all the injuries they have had. But whoever wins, I know it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can just stick around for the whole of the season while their star players are hurt. But I just want to take a second to thank you for letting me meet with you today, taking time out of your busy schedule, and let me explain to you why working with the Nike NFL jerseys will be the best decision Champs has ever made.
Well, Mr. Hufford, I look forward to hearing about how these jerseys can help generate an increase in our quarterly and annual profits.
Okay, I have a few quick questions before we get started. Number one, I was just wondering how much shelf space would be given if we decide to strike a deal here?
Sure. I was thinking that we could give you a pretty good amount of space on the wall to hang jerseys, as well as a table and desk area to fold the jerseys and stock more.
Okay, now with the shelf space we're talking about, do you believe this is the best view for the jerseys coming from outside of the store? Will they be able to see them from far away to draw customers inside?
After thinking about it a lot after our call, we believe that this location will provide customers a view of the jerseys from outside of the store. And I could even go as far to say that in most of our stores, the jerseys will be seen from the escalators.
And the space you're providing us with, so we can hang up our jerseys, what current items do you have occupying the space?
Given that the NBA season is still in progress, we have a variety of NBA jerseys in this space. However, with the NBA season shortly coming to a close, we can start to downgrade that amount of inventory that we keep out on the shelves. This would mean that if we strike a deal with you today, our shelf space would become available for you to use.
Okay, for now that will work, but I could see a potential problem arising when the NFL season starts to come to an end and basketball starts up. But we will discuss that another time. For now, I'd like to stay on task, Mr. Rodriguez, and would like to ask you how your distribution process was when the company was working with Reebok.
Now that I think about it, Reebok was somewhat unreliable. But besides that, they left us out to dry once they delivered the product. They would not work with us in deciding what locations would be best suited to sell their product. It was as if they had already gotten the money they wanted and abandoned us.
Alright, right now I'm going to show you the presentation I prepared to help convince you to join with Nike.
Alright, I look forward to hearing it.
Alright, the Nike NFL jerseys. They're new and they're improved. As you can see, this is our most basic model, the game jersey. They start out with silicone print numbers, no stitching. They're tailor-fit, somewhat designed for better movement, but overall it's probably it's a high-quality jersey, but comparatively to our other offers, it's the lowest we offer. As you can see, there's no tag. It is just a label. It's clean. It's comfortable. This jersey is very similar to what Reebok offered with their replica jerseys, but they're slightly different. The price range for this jersey starts at $70 if you buy a kid's jersey and goes as high as $110 at the max, but that is just for men's plus sizes, starting with XXL and up.
So what are some of the differences between that Nike game jersey and the Reebok replica jersey?
Well, the Reebok replica jersey with the number style they offered, it often wore and tore when getting washed repetitively after each wear. The jersey we offer has fixed that problem. Now the numbers stay nice and firm and the last name of the player on the jersey, but that's what we've upgraded to it. That's what we offer. The limited jersey is the next step up. It's the middle of our three options. It has flywire strength and it's tailor fit, but as you can see, it's a little bit more tailor fit than the last jersey. These holes are for major heat zones. It ventilates them to cool the body down. This is where we start to begin the twill numbers. Now, you'll see a difference later on in the show about the twill numbers. There's this style, and then there's the one that's on our elite jersey. There's slight differences between the two. And all of our jerseys offer a no tag, just the label for comfort. This jersey is very similar to what Reebok offered as the authentic jersey. However, the authentic jersey was very boxy and restraining, while ours, as you can see as it fits on Deshaun Jackson, is very loose, flexible. You feel very comfortable in it. This jersey is strictly priced at $135 for consumers. I'm sure we could cut a deal business to business on it, on distributing you with each jersey. Alright, the Elite jersey. Major difference here. First, Reebok didn't offer anything like this. Second of all, it's water repellent. This would mean that water doesn't soak into the jersey, it just bounces right off of it. As you can see, the stretch fabric, more heat zones that will be evaporated out of, so your body stays nice and cool. Difference between the embroidered numbers that I mentioned earlier, flexible. This would mean that as you move, as the jersey gets washed, the numbers will never be harmed. This is as close to what the players on the field wear as the consumer can ever get. It's based off of the Nike Elite 51 uniform. Priced at $250, it's a little pricey, well worth it. Out of all of the three, this is the one you want to go with if you're a true fan. This is a picture of our original advertisement with the jerseys. We were trying to slogan the fastest faster. It's a synergy in all of our ads. These jerseys were made with more quality, less material, better, stronger material, and designed for improvement in players' progress. This is just a picture of all three of the jerseys panned out next to each other so you can see the major differences. You start here with the game and move limited to elite. Now, I mentioned flywire strength a few times, and I just want to let you know what that is. It is a thread composed of Victor or nylon. It minimizes weight, maximizes support for the optimum amount of ability. It's less weight on the jerseys, meaning the players can move better, move faster, more comfortable for consumers. This is exactly what the people have asked for. Our distribution system. You mentioned that you had some sketchy starts with Reebok. Ours is literally the finest in the entire country. It is offered to every retail store, and it lets us pinpoint where the best places are to sell the jerseys, where they're selling the best, the demographics of the area around it. I mean, it lets us put customer and store locations that can be placed on a street map with marketing information to let you know where you need to put the majority of your jerseys if you really want to sell them. We use this software with everyone. No customer has ever complained about it. Here's what we plan to do with Champs. We want to make the most out of limited space. We know you're a mall-based company, so we want to just take up a fair amount of space because of the material we are offering, but not an overwhelming amount of space in the store. We want it to be seen from outside because we know that's what's going to bring the people in. Football runs this country, so we want to make sure that people know your store is offering football jerseys. We want people to think, when they think of the NFL, we want them to think of Champs Sports. The benefits of offering the Nike NFL jersey, these are huge. Nike just bought the rights to be the official sponsor of the NFL. Everyone needs a new jersey. We've upgraded the style of the jerseys. The designs are only going to get better and better. Everyone in the market needs a new jersey. It is the official sponsor of the NFL. It doesn't. I mean, people can buy cheap Reebok jerseys if they want, but no true fan's going to do that. They want the real thing, and they need to find it at Champs Sports. There's no risk in signing with us. There's nothing that can go wrong. If you don't sell, I mean, you're going to sell the jerseys. Everyone needs a new one. There's not a chance they won't sell. And we want to increase the per square foot of shelf space sales. We've projected that if you sign with us and you do a deal with us, that in the area that you're currently selling NBA jerseys, you're going to see an increase of over 150% by the end of this year. Annual increase of at least 150% in comparison to what your NBA jerseys are bringing in. I just want to let you have the floor. Any questions? Did I address all your needs?
Yeah, you've answered a lot of the questions I had. If we decide not to buy this product, how would that influence the other products you supply us with?
Well, that's the final ace in the hole. We kind of have you by the toes there, because if you don't sign with us for these jerseys, imagine your store just real quickly with no Nike products. It's going to be half empty. All you're going to have to offer is Adidas, Under Armour, and Reebok, which may not sound much in the apparel section, but just think about that shoe section. No Nikes, no Jordans, no LeBrons, no Kobe's, no Durant's. You're basically going to be run out of business. No shoes.
Wow, okay.
All right. That's all I have for you today, Mr. Rodriguez. I hope that in a few days you can make the right decision and decide to stock your shelves with Nike NFL jerseys.
Well, Mr. Hufford, I like what I've heard so far. And I'd like to set up a meeting in a couple of weeks to start going over some of the paperwork to make this deal real. Love everything you had to say about the jerseys and how they would help my stores. How does April 28th at 9 a.m. work for you?
April 28th at 9 a.m. works perfectly for me, Mr. Rodriguez. I look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.